Hey guys, welcome back, Geeks vs. Geeks. So we did the unboxing with Caedence before we saw Endgame. It was so traumatic we had to wait like 3 days.
Don't say anything.
We're still doing spoilers. Kat has not seen it. But in order to show everybody sort of the complications, how difficult it is to put one of these arcades together, I personally volunteered Kat and Caedence to go and do this. Yeah. It took some convincing and they had homework and whatnot, but that's now out of the way. And while the dog barks, we're going to try to put this together, all right? So keep an eye out, and we're going to walk through the steps of putting this together. It's a mere 22 steps in the hand guide.
Wow.
A few things we've done already is put the pegs in the boards, at least most of them, and then we're going to have them take it away and slowly put it all together. All right, stay with us, and where it's going too long, we'll fast forward once in a while if that's needed. All right, here we go. Wow. Okay, you got the manual. One thing is to say that we're using a hand screwdriver, because if you use an automated screwdriver, it could be that you actually will break the whole thing. All right, so she got the.
You gotta lay it down.
All right, so she grabbed the D card.
Lay it down, so yeah, there we go.
Whoopsie. Okay, that's the
All right, and one of the things you also want to do is, if you can have a soft carpet, it's probably what you want to do. We have more of a hardwood flooring here, or laminate flooring, so we don't want to scrape it. If there's any sand or dirt, it will actually scrape the board. All right, so what is next?
Put in dowels, but you already
Putting dowels, and we've already done that. Okay. So we got how many boards with dowels?
3. 2K
3.
and then 1L.
2K and 1L. Okay, so line those up.
Yeah, so give me a K.
I'm going to the other side here. Give me a K. It's Kat's favorite letter.
Okay.
As these will be kind of floating. Be very careful with these.
But it also goes in the bottom. Let's do the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah, especially some will be floating. Be careful with the floating ones. Okay. And always have your stickers on the inside. Yep.
Oh, whoops. Excuse me.
All right.
I have to hold this. This is intense for my legs.
So notice how the stickers are on the inside. Whoa.
B. What?
So same screws. Yep.
You know what? I'm gonna. This is a good stretch, honestly.
This is teamwork. Teamwork.
If you need a good leg stretch, this is a good stretch.
Yeah, I would say you can do this as a single person. You can do this as a single person by yourself, but if you have help, it's that much better. Especially with these initial floating pieces, there's less pressure on them that way, and that will help.
You got it?
Yep. Yeah, look at that. Again, don't over tighten them. You start here cracking and whatnot, you're going too far. So.
Yeah.
And how many screws did they take? One screw?
One for this side.
One screw for each board. Okay. That's kind of scary right there. All right.
This video's gonna just be full of me just going like...
Well, we've been doing this for 5 minutes, including an introduction, so you can see how fast it's already starting to look like a board.
I need another
I'm gonna make this difficult for myself.
I need another screw.
Mm-hmm.
You come 74 here.
I don't want you. Good stretching.
All right.
I was wondering, I'm not actually putting my full weight on this.
That would be advice.
Yeah, don't do that.
Good. This is a good workout for me. I need to work out more. No, you don't. No, you wait.
Careful, careful. So how did you know it wasn't in fully yet?
It went down. It went down.
It went down. If it's not screwing all the way in, make sure that that is not, there's a screw in there. You always want to see that they're lined up. It says it in the instructions as well. So if they're not correct, then then that needs to be lined up. So that way we can actually.
Yeah, there's kind of.
So it's a little bit like if you've done IKEA furniture in the past or something similar. It's not going to be much different than that.
I think so.
All right.
Let me take it.
Yep. Just hand fast. Don't over tighten. And I cannot rephrase it enough. Never over tighten. It's okay because another part will be attached to the other side. Excellent.
Now what is next?
So some verification. Next step out of 22. Which step are we on now?
5.
Step 5. Okay. All right. So step.
Put it screen down.
So Kat, again, this is step 5.
Yes.
Okay, and we're gonna now do the brackets on the screen.
Okay, give me a screwdriver.
So with that is very important. You see the screen is now,
Screwdriver.
the screen is down here, face down. What we don't want to do is put our weight on that board or on that screen and crack it. So this is going to be a very careful installation of the brackets onto the screen.
Also, again, another disclaimer.
It would help you if you
I'm
screw
not
to the other side, Kat.
Is it the other?
Right is tight, left is loose.
Straight, it's straight.
We got it, yo.
If not, it can take a long time, fellas.
Yep, we'll speed it up.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Arcade Spirit's review, Kat wrote a review. It's on the site. You can check it out. She really likes it. There should be some DLC by now, I think.
If we get 10 million likes on this video, I'll do a let's play.
10 million likes, that's a lot. How about we get 1,000 likes and we do a Let's Play
Let's do
video?
that.
Alright, so let's verify. We have the screen out together. And Caedence has read the manual, but Kat wants to verify.
You're rude.
And what does it say, Kat?
We just flip it.
We flip it over.
Can't
On its
slur
side,
it.
carefully. Because again, we don't want to scratch. Alright.
That was a dad joke.
Alright. And then... Alright, so we flipped over the board. And then we're going to put in the screen. Now it's important that the screen will actually be in correctly, because if not, it will everything be upside down. So, all right, that looks good. Yeah.
This, I would assume it's this.
How would you say that the images are? Are they very clear, or is there a good description with it?
No, it's good. It's just I'm dumb. Okay, but
No. We don't say that. We don't say that word in here.
Dumb.
I'm dummy.
All right.
This on.
And then we have to use 4 more of the C-screws, just so y'all know.
4 more of the C-screws. So basically, you're doing the same thing to the screen now.
I'll screw.
That we did while it was
Okay, I'll come to the other side with the camera so we can see that. Okay, and are there pre-made holes as well, or is this
Yeah,
So,
it's
or pre-drilled?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just
So
don't
it should
see
be just a matter of lining up so that way the screen is in the right position. Is this correct?
Yeah. Luckily, they had the little indention here, so like we just
Okay.
put it in and boom, it's lined up. So yeah.
All right.
Screws already in here, so that's nice.
Okay, Kat,
I know,
look
I
carefully. Is that
mentioned
what the picture says right now? Is that correct? 4 dowels?
Yeah, 4
So these are the last 4 dowels?
Yes.
All right, but it's not going to help
I
you much.
noticed like this one here, the hole's pretty wide, so if you're not careful, it will go like all the way in.
Okay, but it can only go so far.
Yeah, but yeah, and then yeah,
All right.
it was just something else. So if I'm correct, I will just double check because I'm a good
Double checker?
builder.
You're a double checker?
Yes. So this is.
We can also look at this
I
here.
think. No, for reference. We go up here. Wait.
Oh, it's starting to look very arcadey already.
Oh, why am I?
And also, I've been low-key using this as reference as
wait, you need
well.
to turn it?
So.
And with this, you mean the other arcade. Rampage. We already had that cabinet.
Well, just give me a second. Insert 2 screws into the back of A to secure A. So we have to do it here first.
Which screws?
Ah, cool. We need D screws.
There are only 2 screws here.
Yeah, that's
That's
fine.
perfect
We need
then.
2 screws.
And all the bags are labeled, which makes it really easy. There should be a picture. I'll have it run by here on the video as well. Again,
one
if you haven't
here
seen
and
it.
one at the bottom here.
All right.
Had another thing.
Okay. So it goes actually a little bit lower than on the picture.
Yeah. 'Cause I thought it was higher up, but not.
And we'll show that as well. Now we can see it on the image, but show the board itself, where it's at.
It's like down here. Like on the picture, it looks more like up here.
All right.
But in reality,
It's lined up.
It's lined up there, and then you line up the
There we
board.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
This here, we'll see.
All right. All right. So what's next? We got the screen there now. We got half the cabinet together.
No. Where's that?
Right. What's next?
We're on step 10. Oh, whoa. We need panel H, I think. Oh, it's behind me.
Panel H is behind you.
And there's no dowels for this. It's just putting it into
Okay.
like the notches.
All right. As long as you keep the letter on the inside.
That's for like.
Arcade1up.
Yeah, that's for the top.
I would flip it over.
That's for the very top.
Flip it over. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the top of that too, for sure. I think you can take it off probably.
Yeah, it's just information about the arcade and the regulations it complies with, etc.
Oh, this is put it in this way?
That's it. It just leans on the
I
bottom
couldn't
board.
tell because it doesn't say on it, so I was like,
All right.
we need
So that is just.
these screws. Okay. How many?
That's basically the top of the arcade right now.
How many, Captain? 6.
6 screws, and the other half of the arcade is now going on top. Lining it up with the wooden pegs. Oh wait, there's a ribbon cable stuck there, so move the ribbon cable.
Where? Wait, let me look at the holes. Oh, there's one. Don't like me. Hold up, fam.
It should kind of fall into place once it's all in the right spot.
There you go.
I can screw the screws in.
Well, you want to make sure the wooden pegs line up.
Yeah, obviously, but it's can't. It just won't go down. Is it here?
All right.
I'm just hiding down the rest. Okay.
Which is next?
Are your screws tight?
Yep.
I got it. I got it. I got it. It's fine.
I
I'm
can
a
get
bad friend. Okay.
Jesus.
Going on to step 12. Oh, we have to move this up.
All right, it's time to put it straight up.
You gotta help us with that.
Okay. You
I'm
wanna...
gonna break it. Can you do it?
Well, I'd rather Dad help us,
Okay.
so we don't start bracket. So like, there's like 2 more F brackets.
Where's the C-screws? I got them here. Okay.
Yeet back. Just yeeted the pack. We have to go in the back here. Where's my screwdriver?
Here, wait. It might be better if I wait.
So what kind of brackets are you seeing now?
They're the
Oh
same
yes,
ones.
the same one on the other panel.
It's
Okay.
just we didn't put it on before because E was over at, like on top. So
Yeah. No, we have a side.
I mean, there's not much wiggle room for it at this point.
Here.
Hang on. Yeah. Once I get this.
So that's bracket number 1. There's another bracket underneath the top there, which you can't see. So Kat will install that, and then we move on to the next step.
Okay, you should be good, Canes. Okay. The
All right, so the other brackets are in, and it's time for the next step.
You need a P-screw.
and if we're looking at it, it's gonna be on
Here? No, not here.
at the top. At the top. Here.
There's one here already.
Then they have the side.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yep.
Wait, right here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Did it.
The the top there. And then there's one ladder there.
Oh, that's 14.
Kind of just finishing up the whole.
Next.
Nice.
Yeah, I heard a crack, so I was like,
So take this, it's what is it called, the logo panel, and we can just literally slide it into the grooves over here. So
All right, so that's the.
the honors.
whoa.
Yeah, it's kind of like the kick plate, if you will. I wouldn't literally kick it. That's probably not good for the paint on it, but. Nope.
Oh wait,
Nope,
no,
nope.
that's Jay. The one behind.
There we go.
Thank you for having me. It's like, they just slide it down. There you go. Now the place you were putting it at, that's where Jay goes. There you go. Make sure the logo's on the inside. There you go. That's where Jay goes. It's like.
Thanks, kid.
There's more. There you go.
Okay. Next step.
Next would be peel off protective film from the LCD cover as shown.
Okay, that's the screen.
Oh, it's great.
No, yeah, the screen. What did you think of?
Did you just peel it off?
Yep, just peel it off.
Satisfying.
Yeah, no ASMR because I've known a good microphone for here.
Well, it's not ASMR, but it's just satisfying. Satisfying, look at that. I love peeling things off. Electronics. It's on the screw, but I can
All right. Nice job. All right, in the meanwhile, Kat is working on the controller part. And remember, Kat, that is, if you read, what does the label say?
It says move protective films off.
On both sides. So take the board off
Oh, hello.
and take it off from the other side first. So this is new. They added this now in these new arcades. I separately ordered one for the older ones. They didn't have this. They created these acrylic plates, which are going to protect the screen from all kinds of, take that off, from the paint getting damaged when we lean on it and actually play the game. So I'm glad they had really added this in. Do appreciate that and keep our arcades beautiful, the art beautiful as long as we can. And it'd be kind of nice if you can print your own arcade printouts for the controller and then put those underneath and kind of customize your arcade, which is also very cool. All right, what's happening next, Kat?
We're just kind of sliding this in.
All right, sliding the controller in. Alright, so real quick, one thing that was forgotten is there's this nice cable over here, which actually has to go into the bottom of the controller unit. And we forgot that, but we could put it in afterwards. It's just a little easier if you do it before you screw the control panel in there. But everything is set now. So as you can see.
I'm skipping it. I don't like me. He's good.
So what you've done here is you put the plates on and the joystick knobs on top, and then we're going to get ready for the power cord. Yep, that's it.
That's kind of like a USB.
It's a very, very tiny one.
Okay.
It's connected to the big one, but you just gotta. It fell off for me.
All right.
This way.
I just. Okay, how do I put it through? Just at the very bottom.
Put it in.
No. Okay, what does it? Okay, it comes at the bottom. Wait, there's a knot here. Okay, it goes down here. Flashlight.
Here.
Oh, here? Uh-huh. The cord stop should fit snugly.
So let's turn this around so people can.
Wow.
All right, it takes a little bit of strength, just a little bit push. You can see that the cord goes in, it then stops at the bottom, and if you can, can you show the other side of it? The other side, nope, up.
Up.
There you go. That's what comes out, and that's where we're going to put the power supply in afterwards. Okay,
It's like an alien on the side.
time to attach the board.
So,
Is it the magic
there's
screw
a
over here?
little, it's E.
E?
E.
Tiny baby screw here.
So there's a little groove here. So you gotta put the groove,
Yeah.
put it in the groove.
Yeah, I got you.
Emperor's
Oh,
New
almost.
groove.
Left side. Left side. There you go.
Copy strike.
I got two. Left.
So,
Both sides?
1, 2, and then 3. So,
1,
1,
2,
2, no. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only 2 E's.
We should have 3.
Well,
There probably is a spare.
we have a spare.
Okay. Because it says to use 3 E's. E. Screw, screw, screw.
And-
Down there. You guys see
We're almost going to the moment of truth where we can turn it on.
Oh, whoa. Where are we even gonna put this? I guess.
Wow, that's for
I
me
thought
to
they
worry
did the
about.
side to side.
Mhm. Yeah, we are.
How are we gonna
So can you undo the power supply already so that way you can plug it in?
Maybe I can. Who knows?
And behind Caedence, you probably have already seen it. I do have the platform to raise it up, but we'll just turn it on in a second as it is. All right. All right, so we got everything together now. Am I right?
Don't know
Yeah.
the mystery screw.
We're just going to
About it. If you
we're just going to put it together with the power and then turn it on and we'll see how that looks. Okay, guys, Caedence, line up. So they put it all together. You can see bigger brother behind it, even though it's technically the same size, but again, not on the platform.
The older brother.
And now we're going to turn it on and see if it works. And go.
Take a minute. Maybe.
Something will happen.
Whoa.
There it is.
Loud.
And that's it.
There you go. Just keep it on the side.
Capcom.
I thought you said CatCon. I was like, awesome.
Catscom,
There
yeah.
you go, Cat.
All right, there we go. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
And then y'all start it. Start that one. Yeah.
No, I'm doing it. No, Caedence.
Push A to select the
There
game.
you go. And then up this.
Press. It's on the screen, people. Oh, you missed the introduction movie.
Oh, oops, sorry. I'm gonna be haggard. We went sicko mode. Let's go.
Alright, so there you have it. They're playing the Final Fight game. After about a half an hour of putting it together, I helped only a little bit just to make sure I guide them, but everything they've done, these two girls have done themselves. So thank you, Kat. Thank you for Caedence for doing this. Go ahead and play this game as long as you want. And everybody else, we see you next time on Geeks vs. Geeks. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.